Welcome to another episode of the Got a Problem podcast.
Go on, Amir.
So, what's everyone got a problem with this week?
Why are you looking at me?
Do I want to go first? Do I have to? I've got a problem with landlords.
Oh, where do we
I've got
start?
a problem with landlords. I do not care. I understand that this is, oh yeah, I worked hard to have properties in my life. You are making money off the fact that I just need to live. I feel that we should abolish all rent. If this is going out on the first of the month, you'll know why. It's too expensive and London is ridiculous. So I hate London landlords. They're unreasonable and every week they'll pull a price out their ass and be like, oh yes, £300 more.
Kelly. What's going on? You need to chat to someone about that. That's not sounding right. That's sounding a bit dodgy.
No, my building are nice. I like them. They look after me. But the thing is, I think where I live now is lovely. Love you guys. They know they are. But like when I was hunting for a flat in London, this is when the crisis was starting. I'm looking at box rooms, right? The size of my foot. And you're telling me it's 9 bills. Yeah. Oh, bills not included.
Taking the piss.
Yeah, mental. Not a fan.
It's not normal, I'll be honest with you.
Who else has got a problem this week?
Anyone got a problem?
Got a problem, Kim?
Don't look at me. You got a problem with me.
I got a problem with people taking their tops off on public transport. Like, you know, when it's hot, I get it's hot and I get the tubes hot, but it's hot for everyone. Like, I don't want to see your bare back on the seat.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone should be topless anywhere.
I think there should be a rule.
Facts.
Yeah.
Unless we're on the beach.
Park.
Yeah, the beach or the park.
My problem's similar to yours. It's another TFL one. It really winds me when people put their fucking feet on the seat. That really pisses me off. Yeah, like people got to sit there.
What, on trains and
stuff? Yeah, like when you know people do that.
But it's comfy though.
Yeah. So you're an assailant.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna like give me
if I'm sitting, if I've paid flipping £7 to sit on a train and there's a seat there,
you bumps the barrier.
I don't bump train. No. I pride myself in able to afford a train, but I'll abuse it.
But let me get this straight.
More times I have to stand. If there's a spare seat for my feet.
Yeah, I put my feet up from time to time. I'll be real.
It's part of the game.
It's a bit real. It's a bit rogue. It is rogue.
You guys are gross.
Yeah, it's a bit rogue.
So when you have poo-poo on your shoe and you're busting on the seat,
I don't have poo-poo on
you
my
don't
shoe.
know what you stepped in, mate, because you ain't seen it. Everyone check their shoe.
But that's why when I go home, that's why I take off my clothes and I don't sit with outside clothes on the bed. I'm not calling out any names on this panel.
I never said I did it. I just have a problem with it.
Yeah, man. Nah. I'd put my feet up. Sometimes, listen, I walk a lot, man.
You lot are whack, man.
Do you know what I mean?
What, you just sit there like
Do you know what? I don't even give up my seat for
I just sit like
sprawl out.
Yeah, you can't reach. That's why. You can't reach.
These don't even hear
See, actually, run it back. Do you know what I've got a problem with? Do you know what I've got a problem with? Men sitting like this on the train.
I know, that's
Can I say
natural
something?
though.
Because if I sat like that, I'd get
Yeah,
arrested.
but your hips go in. Men's hips are straight, and so when
Babe,
your
my
legs
hips
here,
are
they
all the way
naturally
out
go.
here,
Have you
darling.
ever had a fight in silence with the person next to you?
All the
I
time.
hate them when the elbow was.
The silent fight.
I'm
you
not
gotta
silent
dominate the
about
elbows,
it.
man.
Bruv.
I will sit like this if a man comes near me, man.
I sit like that regardless. So I don't like when a man does. I don't feel away. I always say, Mum used to tell me off. I like to be comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You know
just
what I
be
mean?
comfortable.
Can we just go back on this? The fact that you said that biologically men need to sit with their legs sprawled
No.
out?
I don't say men do that, but like women's hips widen to
Yeah.
give birth, right?
Yeah.
So which means women's hips go like your legs are naturally slightly in. Men, we got a piece. Like that's uncomfortable. Our legs.
Alright, calm down with the people. Yeah,
the family
everyone's
jewel?
settled.
I-
I'm not against a little table because my back, you don't sit on that. Putting this on the chair and now I need to now rest my little derriere, my gorgeous little derriere. I've been growing this my whole life. I've now got to sit on it, got a little dirty shoe on it. I will box everyone. I hate it.
I've also got another problem, guys. It's coming to me now.
Say it.
Go on.
I don't know if you guys have, like, when you reach your mid-20s and you start to get a little bit like later, I've got a problem with the fact that I do stuff that I swore I would never do that my parents do. Do you see what I'm saying? So, for example, oh my days, my mum would, like, back in the day, my mum would just come home and complain. I clocked myself. I came home the other day and I was just complaining. This ain't done. This ain't. Bear in mind, no one was home. I'm just complaining.
You talk to yourself, innit?
Yeah. I clocked that. I'm doing the things. Yeah, that's what I've got a problem with. Doing the things.
I'm kind of with you. Yeah. Even just like when you sit down, you just go, why am I making noises that like I'm a. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I wish
Little
I'd
things like
listened to the things that she said would come true. You know, like when you're having an argument with your parents.
You'll know one day.
Yeah, and they say that.
And now you know.
think, I will never know that. I'll be knowing.
Yeah, man.
I'll be knowing.
Adulting, man.
Adulting.
It's not easy.
There's always something to fucking do, mate. There's always something to wash. There's always a bill to pay. There's always something to sweep. There's always something to dust. Oh, yeah.
Fold, iron.
There's always something to fold. Nah, don't get me started because I hate chores, man.
Hello and welcome to Got a Problem podcast. Whether you have a problem with current affairs, popular culture, or even your dad, mate, we are your hosts for today. My name is.
This is the Got a Problem podcast. Woo!
Hey!
I am Amir, a content creator, also host of Last of All podcast. Thank you. Keep them that. Thank you very much. Next person, please.
Bleep it out, bleep it out.
Hey, I'm Kim. I'm a content creator from South East London. I'm known for this. Goodbye. Next.
Known for what?
This.
Say no more.
Every moment of being alive, I'm known for that. Do you know what I mean?
Hi, I'm Max. I'm a content creator and UK rap music journalist sort of thing. This is...
Hello, hi. My name is Isra. I'm an award-winning radio presenter.
You're getting less claps each week though.
Thank you so much. I also make content and tend to entertain and make jokes online. And I'm from wherever you want me to be, darling.
Right, let's get into the charts. What have you got for us?
Right, so on this week's chart, the first topic we have at number 5 is Brits abroad.
I hate them.
They're everywhere.
I hate them.
Any European country, it's alright, mate.
Almost as bad as Americans abroad.
Worse.
If you're planning a break to Ibiza or Mallorca this half-term, you might not receive as warm a welcome as you might have hoped. That's because the Spanish islands are the latest holiday hotspots whose residents are set to protest against what they call uncontrolled tourism. And Sejal Karia is here. So what's this all about then?
Well, there is, as you say, this growing frustration with mass tourism that's fueling these protests, and they're spreading across the Spanish islands. The latest ones planned for Ibiza and Mallorca for later this month, coinciding with the May half-term, and they follow ones that have already taken place in Tenerife, where tens of thousands of people took to the streets, some even going on hunger strike, demanding restrictions on tourism. In Ibiza, there's been a similar backlash. 800,000 Brits visited the islands last year, where tourism is worth billions of pounds. But activists say it's all coming at a cost, and the island's image is being tarnished by partygoers. There's already a crackdown on binge drinking. Protesters stress they're not against British tourism, they just want to see a curb in numbers. In Mallorca, people say too much tourism is damaging the environment, driving down wages and squeezing people out of the housing market. All in all, if you're planning a holiday to the Spanish islands, as well as sun, sea and sand, you might just see Spanish protesters too.
Yeah, good. Good. It's colonialism in a different font, bruv. You go to a different country and you do what you want. You don't abide by their cultures, their
Also, we're
practices.
helping your economy as well.
Or yeah, but respect them. There's ways of contributing to the economy without mashing it up.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Do you think, because like they were saying Ibiza and Mallorca, which I only associate as party islands for
yeah.
British people. Do you think like other places like Bali, which are like tourist destinations, are just strong enough in like just keeping away from the party narrative, or do you think it's too late for Ibiza and Mallorca? Like,
The thing is, Indonesian police don't ramp. That's why.
so yeah,
But that's because it's a really spiritual island, right? It's the only Indonesian island that is like a Hindu majority, so it's a very spiritual place. All the other islands
you
in
have to be
Indonesia are Muslim.
respectful of your
You
religion.
have to be respectful because even outside the temples and stuff, you'll get offerings on the floor. I saw somebody accidentally step on one. The way that the locals will be like, "What is your problem?" Like,
A lot of these people are just mannerless. Like,
yeah.
they're just
I feel like
scared.
they go to these places to be like that because
Exactly.
that's the
But
precedent.
I also think
so I feel like
that
need to
they are
change that.
also like that as well. Like here, like
See?
obviously our drinking culture is nuts. We spoke about this
True,
before. Our drinking
yeah.
culture is nuts, and like for certain groups of people, nights out are like another level. Yeah,
Yeah.
of just fuckery and just doing whatever you want. And I think people go on these holidays and they act the exact same way. And it's like, brother, you're not in flipping Bromley.
Yeah.
Nah, babe. Do you know what I mean?
Clacton.
Get it you're not in Clacton. Get it together. And I think I'm not against us people banning us. When I went to Amsterdam, there was something similar where there was some sort of campaign that was basically saying we should basically stop British tourists from coming.
I saw that.
Because obviously people go to Amsterdam to burn trees. Do you know what I mean? That's what
Yeah.
they're going for. They're going to have stag do, let's get lit. But like, people actually live in these places. It's
Yeah.
not just like this random little cub where you just go in and just act anyhow. And I just think it is what you said. It's colonialism in a different font. It's also people is in their blood. A lot of British people are so fucking entitled that
Yeah.
they just feel like they can act anyhow, anywhere. When really it's in a little quick box. quick box to the side, and that might solve it. I think the problem is our culture.
Yeah.
Our drinking culture is just out of hand. There's no sanctions around. There's no nothing. Like, you can be out. Like, obviously, you can get arrested for being drunk and disorderly, but I ain't never seen that happen to no one. Have you? I've seen people do mad stuff on a night out on the street.
Because half the
Do their
policemen are
stuff,
like that anyway.
Getting involved, stupid little waste mans.
You see the police at Carnival? Go
Winding
back.
up.
But they're whining as well.
Yeah, they're
man.
winding up, and I rate that. Yeah, keep it going.
I hear it at the same time because it's like they want to protect their identity as well. Because like what you were saying as well, like because when I think of Ibiza,
Yeah.
what I think of Ireland and British people, where's the identity? Where's that culture?
Yeah. They've
I
almost
can't tell you anything else about the
lost
place.
it straight for the
so-
parties.
So I kind of somewhat hear it, but sad at the same time because we have got a mad drinking problem.
If you guys go on holiday, do you go on holiday to escape British people? So if I hear a British accent on holiday, I'm running the other way.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Or do you feel like, oh, it's a bit of someone? Oh, what you going? What's what you
Nah,
saying?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
But I don't go on holiday to. Yeah, some people do, but I don't go
Yeah.
on holiday to be.
Cultural exposure, innit? You know,
Yeah, I'd
that's-
rather actually get a taste of what life's like here.
I will say my ears, like, definitely, if I'm somewhere where there's like no one's from England, obviously, my ears do pring if I hear an English accent. I'm like a whippet. I'm like, the fuck? And it does feel a little bit like home, but yeah, I'm just on holiday. I ain't here to see Tom and Henry from down the pub. I'm alright, Tar.
There's one time I went to Tenerife. All the pubs were owned by British people.
Yeah, mad.
Irish bars
And
everywhere.
Irish bars, yeah, everywhere. I said, "What? I came here to be cultured, man."
I know. I mean, when I was just in Greece now, yeah, we went to this one English pub to watch the England game, and it was like in terms of like customer service and the experience and quality of food, it was terrible. It was the worst there was. I think it just shows what us Brits are like.
There's an English pub in Sharm el-Sheikh. That's in Egypt, by the way. Like, I went out to the resort and there was a British pub in Egypt. I was like, what the frick are you doing here, bro? Like, you don't need a pub everywhere you go.
Expansion.
The minute I stepped into Tenerife and I saw that Guinness logo, I said, "Yeah, we got a problem.
Yeah.
You got a problem.
We got a
Before
problem."
you saw the Spanish flag, innit? Exactly.
I don't mind it being like just come here, go over here and do it, and don't like do it all over the streets. But yeah, I feel like that's now turned into like just Ibiza as a whole. I mean, I've not been to Ibiza to know what it's like to be a Spanish
There's
person.
that Old Town Ibiza, which apparently is nice and absolutely beautiful and lovely. But in my mind, if my friends invite me to come Ibiza on holiday, I ain't coming. Unless it's the Old Town. I ain't coming doing raving, DC10, all this stuff. That is long. It's a long day. That doesn't interest me. But that's just me as a person. Do you know what I mean?
It's also €20 for a bottle of water. So
Yeah, and I'll be drinking that water.
Right, so now we're going to move on to the next topic on the chart, which is living off grid.
Yeah. Oh, is there? We'll get that as well then, shall we?
This is what England would look like if
Elsa
no
and
immigrants
Billy
came.
are collecting eggs. Their father, Matthew Watkinson, has made his dream come true.
Wow.
He and his family made a fresh start. Matthew gave up his job as a veterinarian. So did his wife, Caris. Now they farm a small piece of land in Newport, Wales, where their property overlooks the water.
There's a wealth of opportunities and possibilities for those with a bit of imagination to say, I want to try something different. And this was that outlet. We just wanted to let creativity and imagination go and turn what is just bare sheep fields into something full of life.
The Watkinsons live from what nature provides. Their property is completely off the grid. Instead of a washing machine, they have a makeshift hand-powered device. A small windmill and solar panels provide electricity, but when it's still or cloudy, power can be in short supply. Everything is improvised, and everything gets recycled, even old cars.
So this one we plant all our seeds and we start our seeds growing in there. And then this one we've got a spare bedroom in, so that's if friends or family visit.
So we started with a horse lorry. That seemed to be the quickest way to create a habitable space. We needed a bit more space, so we decided we'll get some old agricultural trailers, slot them in behind, link it all together somehow, cover it in wood, and this is the result. It's a kind of complete hodgepodge of things that we could find at the time.
Vegetables are grown in old truck tires.
Oh, wow.
It's winter, but rhubarb is sprouting from the soil. They grow fruit and vegetables without pesticides and take care to increase biodiversity on their property. The Welsh Government supports sustainable projects like this one under a programme called One Planet Development. In return, the Watkinsons must demonstrate they provide at least 65% of their food and energy themselves. To earn money, they give courses for people who want to live a low-impact lifestyle. They'd hoped to raise honeybees, but that turned out to be more difficult than they thought.
Yeah, but that's Wales, man. I rate it. They seem happy. They're living life. They're looking after their things. They're being good for the planet. They're eating what they're producing.
You're not happy.
I respect it. They're happy.
I'm sure it's teaching them so much patience, gratitude. Me, I'm too lazy. It's not fucking happening.
It's not for everyone.
Did you see the washing machine? Tugging. I've got a little motive tonight. I've got to do that. Nah, it's not going to work for me.
Yeah, but I don't think they got motives tonight.
Yeah, you're right.
The motive is them chicken.
You're right. No, I'm too lazy for that. I'll be so real with you. I like a little corner shop down the road.
I don't know,
One little
man.
bicky.
Man.
Yeah, I don't think I could live life like that.
I
But
rate it.
I'd
I
challenge
rate
myself to live a week like
I
that. I
don't
think
know.
you'd learn a lot.
I'm alright.
You'd learn a lot.
It
though.
looks very
Each of them.
cold.
It does look cold, but that's why they got solar panel.
It looked cold, and also it didn't look my
Clean.
standard of hygiene.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Like, how can you really wash the clothes? Where is the Dettol? You know,
Each to
where
their
was
own.
it?
But I hear it as well.
They seemed happy.
I don't know, man.
They seemed
And
happy.
if that's the case, then
Exactly.
that's absolutely stunning.
I feel like we should be more in tune with that. The average person should be living more like we should be encouraged to grow and eat our own vegetables and not rely on supermarket produce and all of this. That's fine. My issue with this is that this is now, I guess, being sold as like this whimsical, fairy, fun thing that this man's doing. But then, for example, it's like the way this is, for example, like how my dad was raised on like a farm in the backwoods in North Africa, and then they were getting called uncivilized and all of these things, but now it's being done as like a trend. It's like the argument of like immigrants versus expats, isn't it? Like it's like okay, if like a middle class is a veterinarian, middle class white man is like living off grid, it's like this cool fun project. Whereas I don't know how I feel about it. It's great, do what you want, but it's nothing to applaud, I don't think.
Do you guys think you could live off grid?
No.
Not full on.
I get my nails done, babe.
I don't mind the idea of living in like a nicer place, but away from everyone. I don't mind that idea.
That's not off grid, babe.
Yeah.
Off grid is that.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
This is the washing machine.
I'm not.
Yeah?
I'm not down to
Nah, I'm not interested.
hunt my food.
I feel like the way we're going, we're gonna have to live at that at some point. So let's just wait till then.
Yeah,
No, don't, man. Don't. That's
The
Apocalypto.
way
We're going
the
Newport.
world is. Did you see how it looked? It literally looked like a zombie film.
Fallout.
Yeah. Literally.
Fallout.
It was
Dude.
giving World War Z. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that will come for us regardless. So let's just wait until then.
Yeah, man.
Do your bit now. Recycle. Get on the bus and not get on a PJ.
Yeah.
Because we be getting PJs obviously all the time.
Obviously.
Helicopters waiting. So.
He said the guest room was in that car.
No.
If that was on
That's
Airbnb,
crazy.
how much do you think it would be?
$450 a night.
$450.
Yeah. 100%.
And say love you views of
just
the sheep.
car or the
No,
whole yard?
that's how they're gonna advertise it.
They probably sell that as an experience package.
Yeah.
Like, come on this experience for 1 week. It's $1,000. Oh.
No, but
Come
they
and
don't
you-
look like businessmen. I can't lie. They do
That's
just
what
look
they
like
want
this
you
is how
to
they
think.
live in.
No, that's what they No.
You don't think this guy's sitting on
No.
bread? He's
That is what
sitting
they
on
want you to
bread.
think.
Why does he need bread? What's he doing with
He's
it?
saving,
Exactly.
but he's saving more than anyone.
I think
right
that was
now.
a conspiracy
There's nothing for him to
theory,
buy.
that film.
Do you guys think it's important to be more in tune with like agriculture and how to be self-sufficient and how to
Yeah.
survive off of your own resources?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, 'cause
if society went left, how many of you in this room can confidently say that you could handle
I'd
staying
be the
alive?
first one dead. I tell you that now. Just because I can't be bothered to try and survive. I'm being
Yeah,
honest.
see, I
I'm
see.
just being honest. Like, I can't be bothered to try and survive. Why would I even want to go through this experience? The world's all crumbling. Why would I want to be? I'm out, mate. Take me, gone. I can't be asked, mate.
But do you think London has given you that mindset?
No, I just think that's just me. I think I've
Or
thought
is that just you?
I think I've thought that way since about 7. I've just
fair.
always known, you know, in the zombie films, right? People are really fighting. They're
Yeah.
fighting for their life.
You're just
I'm
firm
not
it.
fighting. I'm gonna sit down. Nyam me up
Have me.
now. Episode 1.
Yeah.
Fight for what we're fighting
Yeah.
for, like.
How many
No.
seasons Walking Dead got? Like 9 seasons or something
How?
like that.
I would
yeah.
have been done episode 1. How have I got to
Crazy.
season 9? What are we living for,
Yeah,
guys?
yeah,
Look around.
Yeah.
But the long story short, if it was a case of like, could I survive? Absolutely not. I don't want to make nothing from scratch. Like, I'll be so scared about like, is the rhubarb poisoned? I'll be so nervous that
Yeah.
I've grown it wrong. Does a chicken have chickenitis? I don't even know if that's a
Yeah,
thing.
killed.
Then, nah, it wouldn't work for me. I'll be honest with you. It would not
I
work
feel
for
like
me.
we should be more in touch. Obviously, that's like
Extreme,
Yeah,
yeah.
but like you should, I don't know how to grow a plant and.
I do know how to do. Did we?
should be
What
able
did
to
we do in
do
primary school?
cress.
Cress. I could grow a quick.
Okay, but we should know more than that. Okay, but more so that we're just not only just in case something crazy goes wrong, but just to be grateful for what we do have as well.
100%,
I feel
yeah.
like.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, man, it's nice.
You're
Touching
right.
grass as well. Being in
Yeah,
tune
it's
with real
good
life
for you
things.
to be
yeah.
outside. Yeah.
Real life things.
Get a garden.
Would you guys survive if you had to live off grid? Like, say worst comes to
How
worst.
long do you think you'd survive? Maybe.
I think a couple of days.
If I'm alone, not long. If I'm
I'd
with
say a couple
people, I reckon I could.
Well, I'm calm. I'll even find a way to impregnate myself. I'm so confident in that. I'll start a new human
So
race.
self-
You're gonna fight
I'll start a new
brother.
human race.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
that's a lot. You're doing a lot.
yeah, crazy.
I told you, I'm just sitting down.
Yeah, do you know
Just
what I
letting
mean?
nature take its course.
Now we're gonna move on to the next topic, which is marriage.
Happy marriage. Quang, quang, quang.
Studies show the number of people getting married has dropped by 83% in the last 100 years. Why is that? Well, there are less economic benefits, like fewer tax breaks, and it's no longer a requirement to be married to have your partner on your insurance. You guys, there's a greater acceptance
This
of
guy's
moving in
jokes.
together and having kids without marriage too. And a lot of people are waiting until they're older and more established to settle down.
Yeah,
Marriage
too.
is also getting a bad rap culturally, based on it historically being a patriarchal system of control. You know, despite many men saying that women really run the show nowadays, psychologically speaking, marriage is important now. Studies do show that it improves individuals' mental and physical health, and if children are involved, it's even more important. Children need stability and safety that only a marriage
They were so
provides.
stupid.
Be bold and don't be scared of commitment.
No, but
I'm so baffled as to what his point was there.
Get married.
But he was speaking from an economic point. What he never mentioned love once.
No, he
So,
didn't
like,
at one time.
That's
But
crazy.
He said, obviously, for the kids, that's the best way to raise them in a marriage. No matter if the marriage is good or bad, apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no,
That is
wild.
the wrong way.
He also said, marriage, the importance of marriage culture has gone down. Tell my aunties that. They're calling me every other week, it's how you married, this is how you married.
I think it depends on what culture he's talking
Do you see what I'm
about.
saying?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
culture are you?
Yeah.
What culture are you talking about?
It has obviously gone down. Our generation are just joke things anyways. Let's be absolutely 100% real about
you
it.
up?
No one's rushing. Also, I do think a lot of people think about how much it costs to get married, like the actual
Yeah, the
day.
cost of it.
Apparently, it's like minimum 20 grand. Like,
Aye.
do you want to spend 20 bags? And it's the thing, a lot of people are like, I want to buy a house before I get married. And as we know,
And yeah, we can't do
you
that.
can't even buy the house yet.
But that's
so
what I
that's
was
taken
thinking.
so long. And by the time the marriage happens, and I just think there's less of an importance on having to be married. Like, just have whatever fucking relationship you want. And a lot of people just having kids outside of wedlock. I support it. I think everyone should just do what they want.
Yeah.
Do what you want. It makes you happy. If
Yeah, too.
marriage makes you happy. If it doesn't, whatever. It doesn't make a difference to me,
Yeah.
mate. Do you know what I mean?
You guys pro or against marriage?
Pro.
Pro? Pro?
I'm whatever.
Pro.
I'm just whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever that
yeah.
means.
Whatever. Yeah.
I'm just whatever. As I said, whatever people feel. I don't feel strongly on either.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be pressuring anyone that's
Yeah.
been together a long time. Like, when you get married, because
Yeah.
Yeah, too.
it's,
Well, you know,
it's whatever
man-
it means to them.
Sorry, I spoke over you.
So how it go?
Sorry. You know, because men are like, first before I get married, I want to be stable, have a house and whatnot.
Mm.
Do women have the same mindset? Are you like that as well? You're like, wait, let me.
I think it depends if you're like hyper independent.
Mm.
So like if you're a hyper independent woman, like for example, I would say I'm a hyper independent woman. I definitely would want to have everything for me sorted before I met someone. There are obviously a lot of women who just come take me and just lift me up. But I'm very like, I think about myself as an individual before I join someone else. I don't think there's any point in you being not where you want to be and then trying to join someone. So I
Yeah.
think some women think about me and my Benz are like, it's just not that. Being successful, I suppose, is more important than being married for us in my group, amongst my. What about you?
I'd agree. I'd say for me, personally, marriage is a choice, not a necessity. Do you see what I'm saying? So if I get married, it's because I actually found somebody I want to share my life with.
Yeah.
And I need a life to share with you before I share it with
And a lot of
you.
people forget that.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Kind of with you, and like if it works for you, then do it. And yeah, I agree that like you should come together and be stronger as a couple, but I believe that just for relationships, it doesn't necessarily have to be marriage. Like you should both be comfortable by yourself, so that when you come together, you're a strong team and a unit instead of dependent on one another. And I feel like marriage is just like the celebration of the commitment of the relationship.
I think when I think about if I ever got married, I do think it's a beautiful thing. That means that something has really worked out.
I'm excited to get married.
It's not just like, oh, I'm 26. I'm not.
Yeah, I feel like you'll know you're ready to be married.
Do you know what I mean? Like if I was actually like, I want to marry you, I think, wow, that's so lovely. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Do you guys like the idea of holding the title of husband and wife? Or would you guys be happy to just be boyfriend and girlfriend?
Forever, more.
Forever.
Impossible. I also don't appreciate me personally, innit? I don't understand if you're with somebody for 5+ years. Like people who are like, they've been boyfriend and girlfriend for 10 years and they want to get married, by the way. That doesn't make sense to me. If financially, okay, I hear it, but you know, some people, they just
go registry.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if make a commitment and then we can celebrate after, that's fine. But I've met people who, for example, are like 11 years deep and like in a relationship and they're still waiting on their boyfriend to propose and their boyfriend hasn't. And I'm like, sis, if he doesn't know in the first year, 2 years, 3 years, 5.
Do you think they just think though that it's just gonna happen?
Yeah.
Even after the 11, 12, 13 years, or I also think, is it like when it gets to a certain point, it's like I've put so many years into this relationship, I can't just leave.
It's that.
I put so much time into this. 11 years is a long time.
Yeah.
So like, even if the ring is not coming tomorrow, I'm not gonna just leave and start again or do you know what I mean?
I think that's a conversation you can have though. I feel like if you've been together with someone for 10 years, you can be like, why have you not proposed? Like, or you'd be like, I would like to get married.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Because they could just not care. They could be like, oh yeah, no, let's do it.
Which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not waiting 10 years to have that conversation.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you know what I'm saying?
that should be known as the relationship grows.
Hey, you're watching Got a Problem podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have a problem, make sure to click the link in the description below.
The video I'm about to show you is a recent music video of Steph London's with her song Sidhu Musi, who unfortunately got killed last year.
Oh gosh.
She's now created the music video, but in the music video, she's AI generated a version of him in the video to perform his verse.
I'm scared. Oh my god, I'm scared.
That's not right, bro.
Even the technology I use is shit. They didn't even use a good one.
Where's he gone? Anyone know what this is?
Well, the song is recorded, yeah? It's already recorded before he died.
Yeah.
Why have they done it like that? I'm scared. It looks like GTA.
That's not right.
Why have they done it like that?
So he's like massive, innit? Like
He's huge.
Yeah, where is this?
He's Punjabi, so it'll be in like the Punjab region in India,
cool.
and he's absolutely huge. Like when he actually passed away, it was massive on socials. I don't know if you guys saw it as well, because he's linked up with like Mist as well and stuff. Like he's linked up. He's done like quite a few UK tracks.
So hold on. So this is it a random person and they put his face on top of it? That's not right.
It looks wrong.
It
feels like, because the setting of the video, you can see they got fans holding up like a tribute to
his
him.
parents in the video.
That's his parents.
Yeah.
So it feels like there's a tribute to him throughout the video, but it's this actual bit of the AI version of him that I feel like is weird.
The tribute bit is fine.
The tribute is that's how you do a video with someone that's passed away with a verse on it. But I feel like that's maybe a step too far.
But do we also think it's because it looks so scary?
It does look.
This is obviously
wrong.
not a good AI job. Sorry, no offense to whoever edited this or whatever.
No, tell him it's shit, man.
Like,
do better.
Do you know what I mean? Like, this was a GTA character.
Yeah, it
but
does.
That's why it's making me.
Well, that's why they only show him for like a second at a time as well, because otherwise.
But I'll just be honest. Couldn't they have just like put clips of it, like obviously, whatever.
Yeah.
Clips of him in the studio recording
when he was alive,
or like, do you know what I mean? Why have they done that?
Or like old videos of him, or do you know what I mean?
Like anything. Why have they done that? When you pass away, you should just pass away in peace. And whatever you've done in the world and whatever's left in the world of you is there. You've done that, and that should actually be the end of it. I don't believe in all this, like, why are you still trying to make profit? You're dead. Obviously, I know it's for your family, for your estate, but still, it's like, I just think it's crossed the line. When you die, you die. That is the end of life. There's no comebacks and bringbacks, unless depending on what you believe in, of course there is. But in this specific case, the AI thing, I just think it's scary.
How do you feel about like legacy, like people that have left legacies though, for example? Do you see what I'm saying? So is it a thing where, like, but like even old songs that were made, right? They'll still make money off them now.
Yeah,
but it's it's one of those things where like, do you mean like posthumous release? Like don't release and create new stuff?
I think you can still release like their old music or whatever they made before if they filmed and they died. But I don't like the AI stuff, trying to make new, like, you know, was it Michael Jackson who was thinking of doing a holographic concert or something? I don't think that's right, personally. I just don't think it's necessary. Like, what is it for? When someone dies, we should respect death. Death is the end point, depending on what you believe in. For me, it's the end point of life. So that should be the end of it. You're left now. Why are we watching a holographic concert?
Yeah. I see your point, but at the same time, it's like, if the technology is advanced enough to do it well, and like I never got to see Michael Jackson, and I could see a great concert by a machine.
He's dead though. But
yeah, he is dead. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
I hear what you're saying.
I see it from like the consumer's point of view. Like, if you got the opportunity to see like a realistic Michael Jackson performance,
I will be too.
It's not much different than like a cinema screening of one.
I'm too much of an auntie, man. I'm saying, what, you want me to pay £900 to watch a robot?
Well, but I doubt it. Yeah,
I
there's
swear,
gotta be levels
ABBA's
to
doing
it.
that as well.
They're
no?
not dead though, babe.
Yeah, I know, but in Stratford, what's that thing in Stratford?
They did a
two
The
of them
hologram,
are.
yeah.
You what?
I think so.
What, 2 of the ABBA?
And I've heard that's great.
Yeah,
I've
the
heard
whole
it's amazing.
It's just they couldn't be
ABBA,
bothered
you know, in
to
Stratford, they've got their own like their own
experience.
venue. You can watch like a holographic performance.
And I've heard
by
it's
ABBA.
amazing.
Yeah.
I've
heard that too.
Yeah, it's called the Voyager Experience.
No, I know
Yeah.
that, but I just found out that 2 members of ABBA are dead. It's giving David's dead. Do you remember that Big Brother bit? That's what
Oh wait, I need to fact check that.
Yeah,
I
fact
think
check
you're
that
right,
one,
though.
man.
Do you not think this is rooted in greed? I just think it's all. I just think it's all rooted in greed.
Yeah, but as a fan of the music, would you not appreciate the access to be able to?
No.
Nah, you wouldn't want
No.
to see.
I'm a massive fan of Amy Winehouse, Whitney Houston, and I respect that they have passed away and their legacy is what's left, and that is it.
Yeah.
I don't need to see a holographic Whitney. That to me also is. I just think I've got a funny thing with death. I just think when you die, and let's just respect
it.
Let's just respect the human process. Like, it's all, and to me, it's because it's rooted in greed.
Yeah,
like, what reason do you have to do that?
Do you know, if I pass away one day, if I was an artist and I passed away, just put a picture of me at the end. Say R.I.P.
No, if I die, do bare motives for me. Yeah, keep it going. Have a little party every night. Yeah, but like, don't be getting a holographic version of me on TikTok. Don't do that.
Would you guys, if you could, because obviously you guys are creators yourselves, if someone said we can make an AI version of you that's going to create content separately away from you, that's going to be posted on platforms, whilst you in real time are elsewhere doing elsewhere,
But I'm alive.
would you be comfortable with an AI version of you creating content?
If I can review all of the content,
Yeah.
I would be very curious.
Now it's fine.
No,
I'd
but-
be very
Yeah,
curious.
but it's different because we're alive.
Yeah, we benefit
dead,
from.
If I was dead, let me tell you all this now. If you see an AI version of me, shut it the fuck
yeah,
down.
of course. I got
Shut
you, man.
that shit down.
I got you, man.
That is, I'm dead.
I'll
Let's
start a
all just
hashtag.
Stop. Yeah, start.
I'll start a hashtag.
Start a hashtag. Do an episode about me, yeah?
Yeah, go. We
You
got a
never know,
problem.
Israel, there might one day AI version of you over the radio.
Why would they want to do that?
You never know. If that's
Somebody's
what-
probably going, thank God she's gone.
that's
Yeah,
what-
brilliant.
but that's-
Sentimental stuff I don't mind. Like
Yeah.
that, if I got a video of my grandma that's passed saying that she loves me, wallahi, I'll actually be inconsolable. I'll be on the floor. I would love that. But I think stuff to profit off, the greed element, so it's the sentimental element, that's not greedy. That's a heartfelt, that's a personal thing. But I think to make bread off, maybe let the people pass on, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And just bring back their old music and stuff like that. But yeah, even the Michael Jackson, I could never support my money behind that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like as much as I appreciate the music and the art, and I would love to see Michael Jackson live, something's just a bit.
It's also not him.
Yeah, just a random guy going, watch out, I can get that in Shoreditch.
It's actually not him. Like, and that's what it's true. It's not him. It's strange. It's not actually him. You might as well go on YouTube, watch YouTube video.
There's actually a bunch of people staring at nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
But
This
that's
is
what the whole
weird.
ABBA thing
I
is,
think
and
they're
apparently that's a
staring at
great
what?
day.
Yeah, apparently
that's
it's a
what I'm
sick
intrigued.
show. Apparently
That's
it's
what
a
I'm
sick show.
intrigued.
I didn't know they were dead. Has anyone confirmed if they're dead?
Well, ABBA, I think they're alive. They're just withdrawn from society.
That's it, because they both, two of
The
them.
guitarist died. I think that's what I was.
That's
okay.
it.
Well, they're alive still, so that case closed.
Wait, hold on, just do a world tour and end it there. Why do you need this whole holographic there?
So you
No,
have to
because
do
the
the world tour.
two girls, two guys, they both got married, innit?
Yeah.
Then they both divorced, and they fucking hate each other.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they got married, and they both two of them, and then one of them.
ABBA are couples.
Yeah, the two girls, two guys.
Wasn't
ABBA.
What's an ABBA song?
A Waterloo. And I would turn if I wanted to.
Just checking.
Mamma mia.
Do-do-do.
Mamma mia.
Just checking. There's some
Give me a man after
And they're married.
midnight.
Oh,
Are they
nice.
made bangers, you know?
That's what I'm saying. I kind of want to see it.
Yeah, I
Just
wanna
to see
see
the
that
AI
live,
and to hear the
holographic.
songs.
Right, so now we're going to move on to the final topic,
Huh.
which is porn addiction.
First discovered porn at about 9-10 years old. I was over at my uncle's house and he had a chest full of pornography. This is the thing, it's funny because, people have said, well, there's nothing wrong with pornography, with adults and the whole thing. But the problem is that, you never find it as an adult. I don't know anybody who found pornography as an adult. You always find it as a child. It's everywhere. I didn't even know what sex was. But man, all I knew is when I opened that magazine and saw those ladies in that magazine and how beautiful they were, all my problems were gone. Like, it was numb. Like, I didn't know anything about violence, about where I was. It was just like, I could zone away. And every problem was disappear. And I had to have it. When things got stressful, I'll never forget, because again, and here's another thing, because you're in a religious household, so you're doing wrong. It was like, oh, that's bad, But this was also a time when pornography was in the grocery store. And it wasn't seen as something, it was just kind of like, there we go. And I remember telling my mom, I'm going to go in the store and get some milk. And I remember just grabbing one of those magazines, and I couldn't stop until she's like, hey, what are you doing? And she would take me out of this numbing experience I was having. And I'm standing there in the store, and I told her I was get some milk, and there I was. She's like, I was waiting for you for a half hour. What are you doing? I had this addiction for the longest time.
How long?
Oh my God. All the way up until 2010. From the whole life, from the time I was about 10 to all the way up to about 12 years ago. First of all, it was, I got a day off from the set. So I'm usually on location, and I could watch porn from probably 10 o'clock after my workout, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night.
What the?
10 a.m. till 11 p.m. at night.
It wouldn't stop. And I couldn't stop. And I would go from one to the next, to the next, to the next. And it was, and the fact that I knew that I was in a different place and no one would know me and no one cared, I could indulge and just, it was what you would call a splurge. Like it just couldn't stop. I couldn't. When day turns into night and you're still watching, I knew I had a problem.
Big up him for talking
Yeah,
about it, though.
wow,
Big
I've
up him
not
for
heard.
talking about it, man.
I've not heard someone be so vulnerable about it.
Yeah. Wow.
Porn addiction.
I think it's a very interesting point about you never find it as an adult. You're
Yeah.
a child, because
It's true.
yeah, it is everywhere.
It's true. Even shows like, did you ever see Sexcetera? Bare
No.
kids used
Yeah.
to watch. It's just I don't even know what channel it was on.
Yeah,
It was just on.
full.
It was just after a certain time, it was just on the TV, and you'll just be flicking through the TV at night, and then boom, so what's this? Do you know what I mean? I just think porn is an issue. I think honestly, and I know there's things like ethical porn and stuff like that, but I just don't think. I don't know what good porn has brought into this world. Even if you look at like titles of certain like porn titles, like 18-year-old, 16-year-old girl to the dark. Mummy and stepson. Like there's everything is so like
fucked.
So fucked. Like
deviant.
So like BBW or BBC and small white girl. Like everything's like this isn't a normal place.
Yeah.
And it's like people learn their understanding of sex through watching this. Because also there's not that many open conversations. I mean now I think the generation below, they've got better conversations on like consent and pleasure and stuff like that. But
I still think more conversation needs to be
way
had,
more, because
specifically about porn as well.
You're watching porn. A lot of, let's say, men watching a lot of porn and thinking this is how it should go. This is exactly what you need to do. The woman should scream. Da 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 da. You should come first. Da, da. It doesn't teach you anything about consent or love or
pleasure,
caring about the other person. It's like if you spend so many hours, like he's an extreme case, but a lot of people watch a lot of porn
Yeah.
once a day, once a week, whatever. If that's how if that all you're consuming and that's your understanding of sex, when you then get into the actual real life, what are you doing?
Yeah, it ruins the relationship.
What are you actually?
I've seen it happen
But
as well.
like he was saying as well, like, well, I remember anytime we'd see the Sun newspaper on the tube from primary school, we'd be like, page 3,
Or page 3, sorry.
and like that's fucked.
Yeah.
But like by the time you get to an age where sex is on the cards for you, you've got this warped understanding of it from like this thing that you would only watch or see because you know it's wrong and it's naughty and whatever. But maybe you feel a bit more grown up if you're watching it or whatever. Like I remember going to like my friend's house after school and they would just put it on just to show off that they know how to find it and stuff like that. And yeah, I feel like conversations, either society needs to hide it better, which I think we're already way too far gone, or we need to start those conversations from early, which is a shocking realization. You might have to chat to your kid in primary school.
But it's like what we were saying last time as well. Do you remember it with like Nickelodeon? They try to sneak it in through subliminals.
Yeah.
So already from early on, you don't really get to see the graphic stuff, but just through like certain remarks.
But also, a lot of parents don't want to have those deep conversations about sex, like when their kid gets to puberty. Like, I feel like the general consensus, like, wear a condom, like, don't get anyone pregnant, that kind of thing. It's not the true deep conversation on how things should go. And then you're learning everything through porn. And to be honest, I can see how a porn addiction could start. Like, it's a fascination, I suppose. And I mean, 10 to 11, that is like,
that's
a shift, more than a shift.
That is a long fucking day. But like, I can see how these things happen because people are so fascinated, and because it's kind of like we don't speak about it openly in society, it makes it a bit more like naughty in a way. So I can see how these things manifest, and I'm glad that he actually openly said that, so other people could think.
He was saying it's a numbness, which I found interesting because it is like because it's so accessible. It's just something to do when you don't know what to do, like, and you literally take the sex side of it out of it, and it's just like a brain rot. Like
I think in terms of like porn, I really truly believe the porn industry needs to be abolished. I'm not against sex work. That's not what I'm saying. But the porn industry and the way that it exploits women, right? So in terms of like industries, sex work is the oldest, I think is the oldest profession in the world, and it is like the most female dominated in the world, right? And it's like the way that still women are being exploited in an industry that they are the majority in, that has been the longest standing. You've seen, like, for example, like Mia Khalifa, when she's like come out, and she did, I think, well, not even that many videos. I think I saw it recently, it was like something like 12, 21, something like that. And she just, like, she spoke about her treatment and even that, like, this, like, OnlyFans, I'm pro, because you choose what you do. It's an over 18, that's fine. And you profit off of it, right? There's a commission fee, fine. But, like, porn production, porn companies, even what's it called? Kanye West even referenced it when she was doing porn to get herself through college. You are being exploited by production companies who are putting male pleasure first, right, in a female-dominated industry. It doesn't make sense to me. And like you said, like there's been cases, for example, where there was a young boy, and I mean like primary school, had a porn addiction in the United Kingdom, and he attempted to sexually assault one of his schoolmates in the bathroom. And this is the issue. It's like, because like you said, no one's finding it as an adult. It's always kids, children. It's always, and it's the most extreme things as well, because as like human nature, we like the thing, humans in general like the things that we shouldn't be doing, right? It's normal. It's so normal. Curious. That's the thing. And porn addiction, it will start with one thing, and then if your relationship with yourself, with your body, sex with other people, and even human relationships, I think porn addiction is a response to something. It's not your dirty peeping Tom creep. I don't think it's that. Probably a small percentage, fine, but it's a response to something. It's a lack of something, so you need to fill it with a void. And then often what ends up becoming is like this rise in like things that are sexual, like what I consider to be sexual deviancy, i.e. assault. Like rape themes are massive in the porn industry. Like it's
just aggression.
Right, let's play Get It or Got a Problem.
All right.
Yes, boss.
Well done.
Woo!
Get your problem, darling.
What is this one that you keep doing? His leg didn't even lift from the floor.
One moment.
There we go.
Blurring your partner's face and posting them on social media.
Just don't show it. Just do not show it. I personally do not. My dating life is not public to anyone.
Do you know
I
what's
don't.
so mad? Well, you know when I went to Turkey, people kept DMing me. Who are you with?
You were with someone though.
Yeah, I was with someone, but why? Why do you want to? I'm posting pics for myself.
Yeah, but that's fine. No. But that's fine because people are curious, innit?
Yeah.
People just want to. People did that when I was in Cyprus. I was with someone. They
Then
didn't know.
people
I
like
need to know.
flipping TMZ.
But that's fine. But taking a picture and blurring a picture, just post the
Effort.
arm, babe. Post
Don't
a foot.
post anything. If you don't want to listen, there's a girl who's keep coming on my explore page. She got bare photos of her man, and every photo she's just blurred his eyes.
Yeah.
But like, the rest of his face is there, so I can see what he looks like.
Exactly.
So
But my thing is just like, if you don't want to show your partner, if your partner doesn't want to be shown, just don't fucking show them.
Yeah.
I don't understand the concept of taking a picture of someone and blowing out their face. It's weird.
Yeah, blurring the face.
Just don't show them. Like, if you want people with the world to know you got a man or girl or person, put it in your bio. Put it in your bio, red, green, blue. Yeah. Red means taken.
Okay.
I don't know, but blue means
Do people
looking.
actually do that? Do they actually blur?
Yes.
I've
So
seen
many
I've seen a
people.
woman like remove the man's
That's
face, so it's just like a
wild.
floating neck. It's
Yeah.
fucking
That's
hilarious.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
But do you know what? Do you know what? I did see some kind of discourse about on Twitter, and some girls were saying like, because they don't want other girls to find their man and try to take them.
But that's just insecurity in a relationship.
If your man is gonna be taken, he'll be taken. Doing.
Hiding him
sometimes
from the world,
sometimes he
yeah.
doesn't need to be taken. Sometimes he just left.
Just
You know what I mean?
Big
Sometimes he just
facts.
wanted to
You
go.
see what
That's
Android phones are doing now? You can actually crop someone out, and the background can just.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
So
But I wouldn't post my partner. I'm very private like that. But if I wanted to post something, post a different. Don't blur out a face. That's
Post
weird.
your shoe if it's different. Let me get cabinet of curiosities out. These are a bit stuck together. These.
Could be the same as last time, but yeah.
Hanging out with your friends' friends without them.
Oh, I've done that.
You took a long time.
I had to think about
Yeah,
it.
Yeah. What did you have to think about?
I had to think about it. So I've had it in the past. I don't have an issue with it, but I've had it in the past where I've had friends that have had an issue with it. And then I'm just like, was it even that deep? And then I was like, no, there was an issue that they had. But I think because the friend that I had kicked up such a fuss now, I'm like, if I really rock with you, then I fuck with you, then fine. I mean, I don't know. But it just triggered the old conversation that I've had in the past where I had a friend that got
Talking
pissed.
about like, cool, you're my friend, and you two hanging out without
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
or are we talking
you've
about
introduced
I'm
stuff.
hanging out with you and you keep bringing your annoying friend?
No. The first one. You've
Okay.
introduced.
That's
You've
fine.
introduced me and Isra. Me
I'm
and
your
Shizzy hang out
I'm your
without you.
connections. I don't mind it. Like,
I like stuff like I like my friends to be friends. All of
Yeah.
my friends are connected. That's why I call myself the glue, because I've glued this shit together.
Yeah.
That just saves a lot of work.
If anything, it's an issue if they can't get along, because then it's like, well, you're both my friends.
That's
Like,
a
why?
long-
didn't we get
That's a
along?
long day.
The first time that happened to me though, I did call my friend like, bro, I'm gonna hang around with these people. Just letting you know.
But you told him I'm
I
just
told
gonna be
him
your
in-
boy today.
Yeah, I told him in advance. I said, bro, I'm gonna go hang around with these people.
Shit, serious
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
I hear that.
Just to make him aware, like, bro,
I'm hanging out with your mate. Suck it up.
This one says making life decisions for the plot. I don't even know what that means.
What is that? That's kind of broad though.
That's a kind of a vague one, isn't it? That's a kind of a vague one. I think live life, but don't be a fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean? Don't go shag your friend's man and say, oh, it's for the plot. Don't put yourself in stupid
what is
positions.
that?
Like, for example, say you met a randomer at the club and he's like, yeah, jump in the car. You had never met this person before. You're done off your nut, for example.
beautiful life
Yeah,
experience for
like
the sake
that.
of it.
That you know, my dad growing up, my dad said, don't go exploring.
This sounds like a way of excusing yourself for being an idiot.
I'm like half and half because sometimes a little spice up the night in it. It's a little joke. Just a little keep it safe.
Yeah, if it's
Sometimes
reasonable.
for the plot, like, and the plot be in the group chat tomorrow.
It's tongue in cheek, Danielle.
But like, literally what he said, don't do anything dangerous.
Yeah.
But something just for a little LOL is a little. I like, do you know what? That'd be
gosh, that
quite
was so
fun.
random.
What's the worst thing you've done?
What?
Yeah, what for the plot?
For the plot, what's the worst?
Bro,
what's
just
the worst
what's
thing
the
you've done for
worst thing you've
What's the worst
done?
thing you've ever done? The worst thing. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, darling?
What's the last thing you done for the plot?
Hey. I can't say.
Ooh.
Zoom in on her.
I can't say. It's not safe. I can't say. People be listening to this podcast. Do you know what I mean? I can't say. Do you want to say what you've done for the plot, darling?
I've done a lot of things for the plot, but yeah, nah, man. I don't know.
What kind of stuff?
Why do you want to know so badly?
Oh, for example, like in Bali,
Yeah.
I could have got a car cab home, but I jumped on a bike.
For the plot.
Yeah.
Well,
At like.
Well, that's PG. What the
So
hell, man?
no,
That's
solo travel at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah, but that's calm, man.
As a
What the hell?
woman.
That's not safe. That's not calm.
As a woman
But for the
alone in
plot.
Indonesia. I could have ended up
That
in
is actually-
Siberia.
Do you know that's actually mad?
That's I would say for the
That's
plot.
actually mad.
The other stuff, people might watch this, innit?
Bowl of treasure.
Barley.
It's like tombola back at school. Lucky number might get that bath set. Go on, girls. Wearing shoes with no socks.
Oh!
You got a problem with that?
I got a problem with
You
that.
got a big problem with that.
I'm wearing shoes with no socks.
But I think that's acceptable.
Slingbacks.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks.
That's like a shahat, isn't it?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah,
That's
I
like a
class that as like a shoe, not shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine.
yeah.
All right. Imagine wearing AF1s. Yeah.
Bareback.
With no socks.
Yeah.
At carnival.
Raw dog in Air
August.
Force.
In
That's
August.
That's your prerogative.
Yeah, I'm like, if it, I'm speaking from personally, I would never do
Yeah,
that.
I would never
hence
do that,
this.
of course not.
Yeah.
But like, if
But
you
I
were to
don't
do that,
I just feel
Nah,
for
wallah.
you. My
No,
feet hurt
bro,
for
what
you.
the hell is going on? Right now it's time for audience problems. My girl has decided to go vegan. She claims she's not judgmental of me still eating meat, but I feel the side eye every mealtime. I feel bad, but at the same time, it wasn't my life choice. Just get something different.
What, the guy, the person, whoever's the.
Yeah, just what do you mean side eye? Just
no.
Talk
He's
it
What, you
saying,
feel like, so the.
he's saying his girlfriend's gone vegan. Every time he eats meat, she's giving him side eye.
So you're saying
So
he
she's
shouldn't
got
eat
the
meat,
she's
problem.
petty. Yeah, she's petty.
She's got the problem, not
She's
him.
petty.
but he feels bad.
What do you mean? He shouldn't feel
So
bad.
then I think
'Cause
if
this
he-
is the problem.
But don't you think if he feels bad, then maybe he should like try a little bit, like every.
That's dead.
I don't know. I feel like
It's more
if my I used to have a vegetarian partner, and like when I'm with you, I'll eat the same dinner, vegetarian dinner together. Also, sometimes I feel a bit awkward eating like being out with a vegan and eating like a big bit of meat. I feel a bit awkward. I feel a bit rude. But I don't mind. I've got.
If it's a relationship,
I've
though,
got
you would
flexible. I've got flexible.
But imagine
diet.
you're going abroad.
Yeah.
And the only thing you can eat together is vegan food.
Yeah, but you might like vegan.
You'd
food's
have to.
nice.
You're
It
gonna
is
have
nice,
to
don't
like.
get me wrong, but
You're
come
gonna
on.
have to compromise a bit. Like I dated a vegan for a bit, and like would go to like she'd choose a vegan restaurant. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
cool. I'll
calm.
do that for you. But equally, like I'm not going to turn vegan for you.
Yeah.
But I think that's just a conversation they need to have. Be like, do you have a problem with me eating meat?
And
You
she'll
say yes,
say
no,
no,
like
and still screw him.
but it's okay if she does. Like then you
He's just hella Arab. This guy just wants to eat kebab every single meal, bro. That's literally what it is. The guy needs to eat meat.
Well, I just need the wife to put stew on my plate.
There
that's
we
it.
go, man. It's one of those ones. But like like my housemate is Hindu, so I don't mind a steak and I don't mind a burger. Just don't tend to do it in the house.
Yeah.
Same way that I'm Muslim, I don't eat pork, so she won't yam off. She doesn't yam off pork, but she wouldn't in the yard. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just one of those ones where
Would you have a problem if she did?
what she cheeky bastard. She has a Hawaiian pizza from time to time, and when
Oh,
she does,
Yeah, but do you?
I'll be pork police on her
Do
the
you
whole time.
side-eye?
No, I will just get onto her for every single time she takes a bike. Yeah, exactly.
So
That's-
if she was frying like sausages, like would it bother you though? Like if she was cooking. pork in
go
the crib.
go get a different frying pan.
Yeah, okay. That's
Go
fine.
get a different frying pan.
That's
And I
absolutely
also
fine.
I wouldn't date somebody that ate pork.
Really?
Fair, that's up to you. Yeah.
Would you
I
date
wouldn't-
someone that's not Muslim?
No.
No
There's that.
way.
that
Yeah.
answers the question.
Do you see what I'm
Have
saying?
you ever tried in your lifetime?
What, pork?
Yeah, yeah.
When I was younger, yeah, I was popping cocktail sausages like mollies at friggin' kids' birthday parties. Yeah,
did
but my
slap,
parents
I
are
can't
gone.
lie.
I was busting a sausage roll. I'll say it.
That's it for audience problems. If you did like this episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section of everything that we spoke about. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, yo! I ain't got no problems now. I'm all right.